Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name remains Sam Machidoze, and today I want to talk about living on 60% of your income. Yeah, at first, I want to say this: it is important that as an individual, no matter the kind of expenses that you have every month, it is important that you learn how to live on 30 percentage of your income. Here in Africa, a lot of people used to spending everything. Yeah, we're used to spending everything that comes to our hands at the end of the month or whatever. Now we get to realize at the end of the month we do not have what. In fact, some of us or most of us even spend the money even the money get before the money gets to us. You understand? We spend everything. You just see that when the salary comes in, we use that salary to pay for debts. Learning to live on at least or at most, I don't know how to put it for you to understand, but learning to live on about 60% of your income is something that can help you mostly if you are the kind of person who owns a business. Yeah. Um sometimes personally, sometimes I get hard on myself. I try to raise the bar because you get to realize that every month there's a certain amount of money that you spend on things or people that you shouldn't have. Now, when I say learning to live on 60% of your income, if you're earning about 100,000 naira, you know that you have to live on 60,000 naira, and 40,000 naira should be for investment. You do not, I believe you are not planning to be an employee forever. I believe, and there's this mindset that people have saying everybody cannot own a business, everybody cannot be an entrepreneur. But I actually believe that if you're smart in your thinking and you've been working in a particular organization for years, you should be able to set up something for yourself. You understand? Um, I've heard of a situation where the um a couple had an agreement where the man goes to work. You understand? The man goes to work and they told the wife not to go to work. You understand? Rather, whatever he gets, they are going to take certain percentage of the money and they will put it in a business. So they set up a business where the woman is in charge of the business. So the man, whenever he works or whatsoever, the man takes 30% and invests in the business. Now the business is very wide. Like when I mean wide, it's very big now. You understand? And they are still living fine. But here in Africa, here a lot here in Africa, a lot of us keep giving ourselves excuses on why we cannot do a particular thing. You see a man who owns about 7 children complaining that how do you expect me to live on 50,000 naira? I have 7 kids. That's one of the reasons I always recommend when you about getting married or before you get married, have this ideal that okay, how many children do I need to have? How many children? Could be one, could be two, it could be three. You should be able to have the number of children that you can train easily. Not having a lot of is one of the problems a lot of people face. So you learn how to do it. Learn how to live on 60% of your income. I dropped a video before this particular video, I said what I would do if I were an employee, where I said that I'm going to remove certain percentage of my money and set up a business that is outside my job. Yeah. So if you're living on 60% of your income, you save out of the remaining 40, you save some for precautionary reasons. You save some for just emergencies, and that's me of and you have some that you use to invest in either a business or whatsoever, so it can give you returns. Ask yourself this question: if you are sacked from that job, that's your job today, where will you go to? Do you have something else that you're going to do for yourself? Do you have enough money that can sustain you before you get the next job? Bishop Olumide Emmanuel recommends that you have at least enough money that can carry you for 6 months if you're not going to work. So if you live on 60% of your income, I'm just saying an example, it could be because of how tight how tight things are. You can decide to say, okay, let me live on 70%, but have a percentage that you are living on, and you are saving the rest and investing at the same time. Some persons go to work, they get a particular business, they employ someone there, where they go to work, get the money, invest in that business, and they pay that person's salary. The person just gets to manage a business for him or her until when she says, okay, I think it's high time I faced this business myself so I can grow it to the size I want it to be. See that there are certain money that you give out that you should not. There are certain things that you do that you should not. There are certain occasions that you go to that when you sit down and do a self-evaluation, you get to realize that you are spending a whole lot of things. How can you be earning salary of, um let's say salary of about 150,000, and somebody is telling you that my wedding is coming up next month, the clothes and the this and that is worth about 20,000 naira, and you have to go sew the clothes again. Let's just say that you sew the clothes for about 5,000 naira again. That's 25,000 naira. Out of 150,000 naira, 25,000 naira is gone for what? Clothes alone. So you are left with 125,000 naira, of which, where you are working, you have to pay for your transportation, you have to eat, you have to sort out your families and the rest. At the same time, you need to save and invest. There are certain disciplines you have to give to yourself. There are certain things you have to tell yourself that, you know what, I'm not going to give this, I'm not going to do this. Personally, if you invite me to an occasion and I get to realize that, see, this thing is not really cool according to my schedule, what I do is I tell you I'm not going to come. I don't go to the occasion. I don't want to do something that I satisfy you at the end of the day. I end up beating myself with that. Why did you do this? You shouldn't have done this. You understand what I mean? So do your best possible. Sit down, check your expenses, check the things that you spend your money in, so that you don't do it. You don't just spend your money anyhow. I saw a woman today who came to buy something from our store. He had a sheet of paper, a particular jotter, where whatever amount this woman spends, he writes down. And the woman said, this is the best thing you should always do. She was telling me, write down whatever you spend, so when you go home, you know how you spent your money. And you can always tell yourself, you know what, I'm not going to buy this next time, I'm not going to spend on this next time, because this is not necessary. That is it. And one last thing, Learn to control your emotion whenever you want to buy or give. Thank you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more of this.